Good morning and welcome back to another episode of Touring and Chilling. What we've got in store today, slightly offbeat. We're going to be dealing with security for campervans, motorhomes, ordinary trades, vans, you name it. Now our new van has got bells and whistles. It's got the Thatcher 1 approved alarm system on it. It's got an S5 tracker on it, which you pay richly for the privilege of. Anyway, those are all well and good. My concern is by the time they've got in, it's gone, you know, the alarm's gone off. Well, there's damage done. There's damage already done, and then it's kind of roll the dice as to what happens from there. So I'm looking at a different form of security, i.e. external, and that's what we've got here. I'm going to show you the label on the top so to give you my address and so on. Just looking at the contents just there, have a look at that. But what have we got here? What have we got? Let's just pick you up for a second here. So what have we got here then? It's the Vanguard Vehicle and Asset Alarm Protection System. You go on their website, you get all different variations in terms of how many units there are and so on. I've gone for the bells and whistles, the largest setup that they do. Essentially, these are the alarm modules, and the idea is that each module goes on an opening door. I've gone for the full size pack, the idea being I'm going to be using one small alarm system for each of the passenger and driver door, and the sliding door at the side, or the entrance door, I'm going to be using the big twin bad boy, and also at the back door, obviously the back opening door as a panel van, also using another twin system again. Following on from there, we've got the covers for them to keep them low profile. Got two sets of remotes because it's wireless remote in terms of arming and disarming. There's an interior keypad system which you can stick to the wall, by the by, whether you want to use that or not. Now essentially these actually work on vibration, for want of a better word. You know, any kind of blows, any kind of tuggings to the door handles and so on, it will set off a pre-warning, so a quick blip just to warn you there's an alarm system on the back, and if they persist it will go into full alarm status. And the sensitivity is completely adjustable from 1 to 5 as far as I'm aware. But we're going to have an install of this, and we're going to have a play and see how we get on. I have paid for this completely myself. I'm not sponsored in any way, shape or form. I've paid the full price, the same as anybody else. After speaking to the suppliers of this gear, I think the chap that owns the place as well, he's actually agreed to give me a discount code for you all to get 5% off of the full system. If you go for the full system, I think you're 15-20 quid off, so it's not to be sniffed at. So anyway, all the details are going to be down in the description for your link to the website and the discount code itself. So let's have a look at what's involved and how it works. So first things first, turn the units over here, one of the smaller units. As you'll see, at each end there are a couple of screws. Sticky back on the reverse side where it's actually stuck to the vehicle itself. Doesn't matter whether it's metal or PVC or whatever the case may be for your motorhome. So let's get those screws out and see what's what. Here we are. So we've got the screws out, and essentially the internal part there you take away. Here it is, revealing the electronics. Now the batteries are replaceable in this, I believe, and I think they're meant to last anything up to 6 months, depending on useless, and I think they're AAA batteries in this. But it looks like they come with their first set of batteries, and I'm not sure if you can see in there, but there's a little plastic lug there that you just pull to activate it, or to switch the batteries on, so to speak. Seems pretty straightforward so far. The only thing I am noticing is that if you look at the case where the sticky back, or you know, the tape is to stick it to the vehicle, that is almost flush, if not a little bit countersunk. So my concern is putting that back together and sticking it to the van. I'm not sure that's going to take very well. So I think I might well stick this piece on first and then screw that on afterwards. It might be a bit of a so and so for lining up the screws, but I'm sure we'll get there. let's see what happens. Okay, so let's have a look and see what's involved in terms of placing on the van. I suppose now is a pretty good time to show you this. We've gone and treated ourselves to a Bailey B52, or 62, I'm sorry, 2-berth Transit. John is just in there loading up, ready for our excursion off to Spain, of which you're all clearly invited to. So let's have a look and see where we're going to place this. This is the smaller unit, so we're going to put it on the door. Okay, so in terms of effectiveness, these units, they work on vibration, i.e. pulling at the door handle. So common sense would dictate the closer to the handles they are, the better. But are they going to look absolutely atrocious? Are they going to follow the contour lines of the vans? I don't know. Let's have a look. Might have to even put it at the far end of the door and turn the sensitivity up, but let's just have a quick look, shall we? So, what are we dealing with here? Wait for this car to go past. There it goes. So, I mean, really, if you want it mega effective, you're going to put it right there. It's a tantamount to a bit of an eyesore there, so I shall have to check with the boss and see if she's happy there. There, oh god, no. Obviously there's contour of the van or a radius on the panel there, so I don't think that's suitable at all. That sits near-ish. I don't think there's a flat panel on here. Other than that, we could go, yeah, we could go under the side mirror there, and I think, I'll tell you what, I think that's what I'm going to do actually. We'll check the door opens properly, and again check with the boss. I don't want to be made homeless for making the wrong mistake. Stick it on there. Nah. Nah. Oh god. Very I think we might have got it there. Right, okay. Common sense, I've got to check with the boss, okay? Might be a bit of a domestic, so just bear with me. So, next, what we're going to do is pair all of these alarms. They're individual alarm systems. There's one in each of the smaller ones. There's two in each of the larger ones. So basically what we've got to do is, there's the key fobs, the alarm key fobs. We've got to tell them what they're operating, basically. So we're going to pair all this lot together. And what's involved in doing that? Essentially, once we've taken the back covers off, as I showed you a bit before, you then get the units and essentially pry them. Sorry for my wobble of the camera there. Pry them from these front covers, or pre-front covers, leaving the actual alarm system itself. And there's the plastic tags there. So what I'm going to do is remove all of the systems, remove all of these so they're all lined up, and then show you the procedure for pairing them. Okay, so I was talking to you about the pairing procedure, pairing all the alarms to the remotes. Since discovered, apparently when you buy the bundles of alarms, they come pre-paired already. Still got to take these tabs out to activate the batteries and make the alarms live. So I can't hold this for two pairs of hands. So what I'm going to do is turn the camera off. I'm going to pull all of these out one by one, and then I'm going to hit the remote button, see what happens, and I'll turn you back on and we'll take it from there. Okie dokie, I've done just that. I've pulled all the tabs out. They all, as you pull each tab out, they do a bleep to let you know the batteries are connected. I've just had a bit of a play. It's caught me a bit by surprise. Obviously, they're not on a van yet, they're just laying on a table. I just want to show you they're now all hooked up and paired automatically with these remotes when they come in a bundle, remember. So I'm going to arm it and just give you an idea. I mean, it's silly really, but just give you an idea. So we're going to press the arm button. So they all chirp in unison. Now there you go, that's confirmation the system's armed. Just see what happens when I tap the table. That's a pre-warning. And now if you do it again, so that's warned you to get out. Cool, blimey, I don't know how loud it sounds on there, but frankly my lug holes are ringing. Let's go back to the van and get them mounted. Right, so let's have a go at mounting this. The boss has decided, Donna is in the background, she's just silent. We're going to have it basically here. So I'm going to ask my glamorous assistant to hold the camera for me whilst I stick it. Are you in frame? I think you are. So right, so how do we do this? This is a supplied tool for getting the covers off when you need to change the batteries, and I also recommend it for sticking the alarm back panel as well. Right, science, leveling up. Work the adhesive right against the paintwork, good and hard, not so hard you're going to bend the panel, that's ridiculous. But press firm, that way the glue's got good contact, it's activated and so on, whatever science is behind that, God only knows, but it sticks to the metal. As far as I'm concerned, that's good. Right, okay, so that's the first bit on. Lovely jubbly. Seems all right to me. Okay, so first things first, let's get this alarm unit back into its housing. It seems happy there. And then we'll pop the unit back onto the van. So I'm just going to screw this back together, so bear with me. Well, so here we go, all done. Chuffed with the overall look and the fitment. There was nothing hard about that at all. Genuinely, anybody could do that. It might take you a little bit longer, but genuinely really easy. Two sensors there, the single and the dual on the larger opening door. So I'm just going to show you. Arm it, it will chirp to let you know when it's actually activated. So that's on, wait for it to be armed. There you go, it's now telling you that it's armed. There's a lot of sensitivity settings on this. I think there's 7 or 8 different settings, obviously from low to high in terms of sensitivities. It has to do with vibration or impact, somebody jamming a screwdriver in, or you know, whatever the case, or just trying the door. I've got it on the absolute lowest setting. There's some big lorries come past here, the vibration hasn't set it off at all, but just to let you, yeah, the first one is it'll give you a warning. That's all that took, ridiculous. And the next one, that was obviously harder. Now it's gone into a full alarm. Job's a good one. There you have it, Vanguard. I should do an update in the weeks to come, because we're going over to Spain, we'll be using it over there as well. But on the face of this, it comes with the stickers as well, to put on the front of the panels if you want the Vanguardian stickers on there, which I'll probably do, I don't know. But I'm pleased though, they're not that intrusive in terms of ruining the looks of the van. And so far, yeah, really pleased actually in terms of their ease of use, the fact they're all linked together, one remote. There's an interior remote which you saw on there earlier on, which you can stick to the wall, whatever. I don't think I'm going to bother with that. We'll just be using these key fobs. And they've also got, looking at them, a panic alarm feature as well. So if you're inside the van, something's happening and you're not too happy about it, you want people to clear off, you press the button and all of the alarms all around the van all go off at the same time. And trust me, it's plenty loud enough. Plenty loud enough. It's not the most deafening thing on the planet, but it's more than loud enough to put anybody off. And then of course you've got all your secondary or initial alarm system if you've got one on your van or whatever. But do I recommend it? From what I've seen right now, absolutely. I am proper fussy. If you see my other videos, things have gone wrong and so on. This, yeah, good stuff. Really pleased with it. Like I say, look down in the description, you'll see the link to the website, and they'll also have the discount code there for the 5%. So let me know how you get on, let me know your thoughts, stick it down in the comments, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for coming along. So if you don't want to wait and have a look in the description, the website you're looking for is vanguardian.co.uk, and your special discount code is Tourin and Chillin 5. Please do leave us a comment if you buy them, what you think of them, what we make of this video, or any suggestions. Look forward to seeing you again. Take care, everyone.